Shri Ramesh Chanitala, Shri Oman Chandi, Shri K.C. Venugopal, Shri Mallapalli Ramachandran, other dignitaries on the dais, members of the faculty, ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy to note that the Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Development Studies, an economic think tank aligned to the Congress ideology, has taken the initiative to prepare a vision document, a framework of ideas for the development of the state well in advance of the state elections named Pratisha 2030. I congratulate those who are involved in the preparation of this document. I hope the ideas presented in the document will find favor with the intelligent and far-seeing people of Kerala. A few years ago, I recall Shri Oman Chandi, the then Chief Minister, telling me that the state government is preparing a perspective plan 2030 under his direct leadership in the State Planning Board with the National Council of Applied Economic Research providing resource support. I am aware that the perspective plan too was built on the basis of wide-ranging consultation and envisaged the creation of a knowledge-based economy with the strong social infrastructure of Kerala as its base. It aimed to raise Kerala's level of per capita income to those of Nordic countries by 2030 and to sharply reduce inequalities in income distribution while retaining and strengthening the high standards the state has secured in terms of social parameters. Every plan needs revision and rethinking periodically. I'm glad that Shri Ramesh Chanitala and other Congress party leaders who head the Rajiv Gandhi Institute have applied their minds yet again to planning for development and evolved a framework for the consideration of the UDF government when it is voted to power. I hope its main ideas focused on the welfare of the common man will find consideration in the final UDF manifesto. I am glad to see that the draft UDF manifesto presented to the people for public response contains such radical ideas as NYAY, the scheme outlined in the National Congress Manifesto of 2019, which will provide direct benefit transfer to the poorest among our people. This, together with other measures such as no bill health care through more medical establishment and other measures to strengthen the social infrastructure, will provide a framework for inclusive development focused on the needs of the underprivileged. This is the essence of Congress ideology, and it is a matter of gratification that all UDF parties think alike on this. While providing support to the poor, such schemes will also kickstart the economy as demand will be stimulated, leading to more production, particularly in the small and micro sector, in agriculture and in the unorganized sector, creating more employment opportunities and bringing the economy rapidly back to normalcy after the prolonged economic slowdown at the national level. While Kerala's social standards are high, there are other sectors that need strong attention in the future. The focus on health and education has enabled Kerala to take advantage of job opportunities elsewhere in the country and in all parts of the world. This has led to a growing stream of remittances from abroad, which created a booming real estate sector and a sharp growth of the services sector led by tourism and information technology. A growing trend I have witnessed ever since the creation of the country's first technopark in Trivandrum is the setting up of supportive industrial infrastructure in different locations. The consequent growth of employment-oriented medium and small industry and the influx of professionals and even unskilled labor, giving the states an increasingly cosmopolitan outlook. There are many roadblocks ahead at the state which the state has to overcome. The global downturn of the last 2 or 3 years, aggravated by the pandemic, has made the global interface of Kerala more fragile. While the increased use of digital models of work may keep the IT sector afloat, tourism has been hit badly, and the rate at which the pandemic is galloping in Kerala poses challenges for its industry. Temporary measures by the Government of India and the Reserve Bank to paper over the credit problems cannot blind us to the looming credit crisis ahead that could affect the small and medium sector. Unemployment is high and the informal sector is in shambles, a crisis precipitated by the ill-considered demonetization decision taken in 2016. In Kerala and in many other states, public finances are in disarray, with states having to resort to excessive borrowing, which creates an intolerable burden on future budgets. Federalism and regular consultation with states, which was the cornerstone of India's economic and political philosophy, as enshrined in the Constitution, no longer find favor with the present central government. In the midst of all the gloom, I see the UDF's steadfast adherence to planned growth with a clear sense of direction and concern for the common man, a beacon of hope not only for Kerala but for the whole country. When I presented the national budget in 1991 as finance minister, I quoted Victor Hugo, who had said, "Nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come." I get the feeling that the unanimity and clarity displayed by the UDF on the road ahead will lead to Kerala idea moment arriving this year. With these words, I am very happy to inaugurate this Development Summit Pratiksha 2030. I once again congratulate Shri Ramesh Chanitala and those who were involved in organizing this Development Summit. Jai Hind.